Hey guys, it's Reese. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry this took so long for me to do, and unfortunately, some of these other videos I had planned this weekend, like Florida Ferrari Friday, that didn't happen, and same for the Saturday video, that didn't happen either. So yeah, I do apologize for that in advance. This live stream hopefully won't be too long, but if it is, then oh well. More cars are going to have to move a bit more out of the way. Yep, he's out. He touched more than he needed to be out. You're out. Because he touched it before he was fully on the base. I mean, yes, even though the penny, which is the baseball I use for car baseball, wasn't fully underneath him, he is still out because he touched it before he was fully on base. So, yeah. The Bentley's actually not going to be out because it never went fully underneath him before he got to the base. Whereas if the penny, which is the ball, was thrown at the base and he had touched it even a small bit, he would have been out. However, if you're not touching the base, then more of the penny has to be under the car body. You're out. Well, the Buick just made a great play to end the inning, and USA will be hitting now. Hopefully they can beat UK, who hasn't lost a single game yet. Same for USA, that is. This is going to be an interesting game to see what happens. It definitely will be. I can say that for sure is true. Well, Tesla's already at second base for USA, and he could have been at third because the Bentley third baseman had way overthrown that ball, which is the penny. Yep, he's not going anywhere because if he did, he would have been out. And it's gone. USA 3-run home run. It's 3-0 USA already. Well, that didn't take long for one of our best teams to be ahead so early. A lot of singles and doubles so far, and only the one home run. Let's make it 2 home runs, and it's 5-0 USA. Given the fact they are playing a better team this time, I don't expect this to be a crazy high-scoring game, but it could be, though. Yep, that's just far enough to call it a home run, and it's 6-0 USA. 3 home runs, 3-run home run by the car who's up to bat next. Solo home run by the Tesla, and then I want to say 2-run home run by the Corvette or Buick. I'm not sure which car that was. Well, that's gone, and it's 7-0 USA. We have to move some of these cars a little bit more out of the way. Well, it's 7-0 USA. Make that 4 home runs in 1 inning. 8-0 USA now. Unfortunately, yes, I do realize that it's kind of, way later in the day than I thought it would be for this live stream. So if no one shows up, that's totally fine. But if some people do show up at any given point, just feel free to, say something about car baseball or anything cars related. But again, like I said, you gotta keep the live stream chat safe and appropriate for everyone that does show up here, if anyone does, that is. And same for the comments for this live stream when it's on my channel. Yep, 9-0 USA. I don't think anyone will stop USA in car baseball. I mean, considering the fact they're playing one of the better teams, you would think this game would have been way closer than it was. But apparently it's not. Well, one run's going to score. Let's make it 10-0 now. Tried to do a double or triple play, but clearly that plan went way out the window as soon as he could only get one car out. Double play Aston Martin pitcher, and the inning's over. USA only scores 10 runs in the first inning, probably one of their lowest scoring first innings ever. Alright, final call for United Kingdom, and if USA can shut them out, then they will advance to 3-0, and UK goes to 2-1. Let's see what happens. Nope, Bentley's going to be safe this time. Oh, that is the Tesla makes a stellar out catch up third. And there's one gone. Two gone. That's a double play. The Tesla throws it to the pitcher and gets the out at second. Double play for USA. And just like that, UK is down to their last batter. I think it was him, then him. I don't know. But I know it was one of those two ways for their lineup. You're out, and the game's over. USA has shut down UK 10-0. Wow, I can't believe that's happened. USA shuts down one of the better teams in car baseball to advance to be 3-0. Just like that, UK has finally lost a game. What a bummer for them. UK's undefeated streak has ended after they played USA, and I had a feeling this was going to happen, but I didn't think USA was going to have a shutout, even with the few amount of runs they scored in the first inning. Hold on, I'm going to be back. Well, the good news is no one is still here, so it's not like anyone really missed anything then. And given the fact that it is, like I said before, a little bit later in the day than I had wanted to have this end, not end, start for this live. If I had done a live stream, a few hours ago, this is probably about the time it would have ended. So I guess that's kind of what I was going to say, is that had I done one earlier, more people would have been here. We would have had a lot more fun and stuff like that. But since it's later in the day, this is, a result of what happens when, people put stuff off to later in the day. They don't get a ton of time to do things. And yeah, that happened, unfortunately. I could have also done this before, something else today that pretty much everyone does, which, is obviously called dinner. Yeah, I could have done that way before that time. Because, I am just going to say this, which may seem a bit off topic of cars, but, it's probably a good idea to, for everyone who does a live stream for multiple hours to take, a quick break from their life and get something to eat and drink, whether it's water, soda, or milk. Because, again, if you don't eat or drink food or water or whatever, as long as it's, safe and age appropriate for YouTube type things, which, all of my drinks are, because they're normally water, milk, or soda. Yeah. Majority of the time I end up having a glass of water with me. The reason why is because everyone needs to drink water. Even if you're not doing a YouTube video or live stream, you should always be drinking water. Because if you don't drink water, you get dehydrated, then you get headaches, and then you don't feel well. And then if your headache gets worse, then you don't feel like doing YouTube videos or live streams for quite a few days because of that. I know this may seem like pointless information, but it's not pointless in my opinion. No siree. Getting headaches because not drinking enough water is not fun for anyone. Even if they don't, do YouTube for videos or live streams, they still gotta drink water to prevent headaches from happening. Yeah. So yeah, if I had done this a few hours ago or in the day, like I said before, I would have had plenty more time to do this live stream. More people would have been here, would have been a lot more fun. But as a consequence of, putting stuff off till later in the day, like I said, I'm stuck doing it later. And because of that, I'm only going to get 2 car baseball games done tonight because I won't have enough time to do all of them. Because, everyone, whether they do YouTube or not, needs to, get a good night's sleep. So that way they can feel, a little bit more alert and awake the next day if they want to do more YouTube videos or live streams the next day or 2 days later, whatever. So yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna do another car baseball game and the live stream after that. Don't forget to look out on my YouTube channel for my next MLB TSP 21 team update videos and players I got from recent boxes and things like that. Basically, what I was going to say is just be on the lookout for my next MLB TSP 21 phone or iPad team update videos. I'm thinking about possibly starting a series on YouTube where I just I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I might start possibly thinking about making a live stream mini series or a mini video series about just playing TSP 21 with or without autoplay mode being on. So yeah, because if they allow you to record you getting these players in the game, then yeah, that's totally fine. But I haven't seen anyone take it a step further and have them record an entire game be played, because that would be cool if that's allowed to happen. Now I don't know if it is, but from what I've seen, people have done many gameplay things of payoff pitch, where they show someone one level or round of payoff pitch be done in TSP 21. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that happening. What I will say is that you just got to be careful of what you record in TSP21. You don't want to record the chat feature because there can be some interesting stuff happening in the MLB TSP21 chat feature, I will say. What I will say is that if you're just recording you playing a game, like a full 9-inning game, there shouldn't be a single thing wrong with that, I believe. So yeah, whoever hit the thumbs up button for this live stream, thank you very much for doing that. I assume that's probably I want to say it's Andy from Zelda Diecast Racing. I'm sorry if I forgot what your name was, but if it is you, that's great. If it's someone else, that's fine too. I don't know if this person that's here who keeps showing up and leaving wants to chat in the chat feature or not. That's totally up to them. But anyways, enough talk about baseball and preparing before live streams type things and other stuff like that. Let's get this next game started for card baseball and underway. Because the more I talk, the less time I'll actually have to get the game done. You're out. I just realized Sweden was actually 2-0 and Germany's 0-2. Well, this is going to be probably a relatively quick game then. I think he should technically be considered out because he doesn't have too much more to go before the baseball, which is the penny, is underneath him. Yep, he's out. He got too much of it under him to be called safe. You're out. Well, Germany can't do anything, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Sweden, and now Sweden's up to bat. Let's see if they can do anything better than Germany, which was pretty much do nothing. I mean, knowing it's Sweden, they're probably going to score, considering they haven't lost a game yet. And they have enough time to possibly do the other 2 games, but that just depends on how long this game is. Because if Sweden scores all 20 runs in the first inning, the game's technically over because they're the home team. And yeah, I don't want this game going into a second inning after one team has scored 20 runs. Because if Sweden does what they did in the second inning, in the first inning, which was get no one on base from Germany, then it's pretty pointless to even think about doing a second inning in this game. All these games are 2 innings long. The reason is because the teams can easily score more than 5 runs right away. And if I do a 9-inning game, these live streams would be quite a few hours long, and I don't want that to happen. Home run. And it's already 1-0. Sweden. Oh, he dives to make the catch. The Porsche pitcher did. Wow, he actually got a player out from Sweden. That's a surprise. And that's going to be another home run for Sweden. I know it hit the car, but it doesn't hit the car quite enough to be considered a ground rule double. 3-0 Sweden. Subi Diecast Customs. The only good or positive thing that's happened for me this weekend, since I haven't had time really to go anywhere besides Walmart to look for cars, is I got new players in my baseball game. That's literally it. This has been really interesting to say, but I have not made any new peg hunting videos in a while and stuff like that. And, I'm not going to go over the reason why that is. Because I don't want to talk about that here. because that's not what this live stream is for. This live stream is for car baseball and car sports. And also to talk about cars, real life cars, video game cars, and diecast cars. And it can be any kind of diecast cars, whether they're small diecast cars or big ones. Should we diecast customs? I don't know if you have Discord, because if you do, I would highly suggest you send me a message there, because I have sent pictures of cars I'm possibly considering getting rid of from my collection and sending off to other people. When I'm able to do it, that is. Yes, I do know that it's getting extremely closer towards the end of this month, and I have plans to send cars out to other people. However, given the fact that, when you buy so many diecast cars, you can't send anything to people, and they can't send you the stuff back you want as well. So, yeah, I'm going to say I probably have like about, well, I wouldn't really say a list, but people on hold, not really a list, because, we haven't talked about cars to trade quite yet, even though some of them have already. A few people that are, everyone keeps buying cars, even these people on Discord who I'm, chatting about diecast cars with. And unfortunately, we all keep buying cars. We can't find anything or send anything to anyone because we all keep buying cars. So, yeah. I mean, to be completely honest, it's like every time Hot Wheels and Matchbox, which are both run by the same company now, they make new cars, everyone's, in a huge rush to get them. So, yeah. I would highly suggest you install Discord then, because, trust me, you're going to like the cars I have. Not all of them are Subarus, I will say, but I do have a few Subaru cars, though. I don't know what cars you're, a fan of for, like, diecast cars, that is, besides Subaru, and, JDM cars, which actually stand for, Japan Domestic Market, I found out. If it had stand for Japan Drift Masters, that would be really cool, but unfortunately it stands for Japan Domestic Market. So, yeah. Anyways, back to the car baseball game, which I believe the score was 3-0, I think? Yeah, I think so. Because they're about to get to Volvo for the second time, so yeah, it's 3-0. Make it 4-0 now. Well, Koenigsegg's safe at third with the triple. 6-0 Sweden. As fun as this seems, when you play a good team in car baseball or real life sports and you realize they are way better than you, not does that mean the team that's better than you all the time will win. It means they're probably more favored to win the game or event, but that doesn't mean they will win all the time, though. Yep, that's gone just enough, and it's 7-0 Sweden. Germany has gotten one of the Sweden cars out, though. Foul ball, let's try that again. Foul ball, let's try that again. Jesko's fouled off 2 pitches in a row. Oh, and he's out. It's a double play by the Mercedes-Benz third baseman. And it's only 7-0. Well, considering the fact that they did not score 20 runs, we have to do on top of the second inning. That's a surprise that Sweden does not score more runs than I thought they would have. It's only 7-0. That's probably the lowest first scoring inning I think I've seen. I mean, because USA got 10 in their first. Someone actually scored like 20 or 20 plus runs in one game, like 1 or 2 days ago. Car baseball, that is, I believe. So yeah, that was quite a surprise, I will say. I'm glad you're here, Subi Diecast Customs, because to be completely honest, I was not even expecting anyone to be here, but I'm glad you're here. So, Subi Diecast Customs, have you found any new Hot Wheels or Matchbox or premium diecast cars lately? Or just any new diecast cars? Or, I mean, they don't have to be new. They could be new as in, like, you found them at a flea market or something. Or, like, a car show meet thing, whatever. Or collector's event thing. They actually had a collector's event thing for Hot Wheels cars out in California a few days ago, this past 1 or 2 weeks, I believe. Well, there's one out for Germany. Well, Sweden, that is. They got one of the German cars out. The Jesko pitcher gets another out. And just like that, they're 1 out away from being 3-0, like USA. Yep, he caught it. They're saying it's just enough to end the game. And Sweden has won 3 in a row. Well, that's good to know. Sweden advances to 3-0, along with USA. USA beat UK to nothing. So yeah, UK is no longer going to be tied for first. Actually, I need to realize that. I'm not going to change the rankings quite yet, but given the fact that it is 5 minutes till 11 for me, I think I might as well, unfortunately, end the live stream now, because if I keep doing, the next 2 games of card baseball, I mean, if I can do them quickly, that's great, but I don't think I can. So it's going to be a bit over 11 for me, unfortunately. So because of that, we're going to have to call this part 1 then. Unless I feel like finishing the other 2 games really quickly. I can try finishing 2 games. You know what? I might as well do that, because then it's fair that I finish all of the games, and then I can update the standings as of tonight, so that way I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the final 2 games, then end the live stream afterwards. I know it's going to be a bit later than when I had wanted to end this live stream, given the fact that, like I said a few times, since I had put a few things off today, that's why this live stream is way later than I had planned. So, yeah. Let's get these final 2 games started and finished. And hopefully I can finish them quicker than normal. Which also means I'm going to have to move these games closer, so that way I can get to them after this game is done. All right, let's do this. Hopefully Italy can win this game, that is. Sorry if I said Italy a bit slower, but I guess it's because I am a little bit tired, but not too much though. Or it's because I've done a lot of talking and I talk really fast. It's one of those 2 reasons. Whatever it is, hopefully it doesn't affect the live stream too much. Just curious, is anyone having any lagging or buffing issues with this live stream? Because I was on someone else's live stream a few hours ago, and 1 or 2 people had said they were having weird problems with the Wi-Fi, and it was frozen for the live stream and they couldn't do anything. I hope that doesn't happen in this live stream. So yeah, if anyone has any problems with the live stream, please let me know, and I'll, hopefully those people can get those problems fixed. Yeah, because normally the reason why I had a problem with one of my previous live streams not too long ago is because I was doing two things at the same time, and that was because I was playing a racing game on one of my systems, and also at the same time answering questions, and then I kept going back and forth, and it caused the computer to get super confused of what I was doing at the same time. So apparently this computer does not like it when I'm multitasking, doing two things at the same time. What I mean by that is answering questions and playing video games at the same time. It doesn't like me doing that, because then it realizes that it's trying to catch up with both the actions I'm doing at the same time. France and Italy. Well, these are both teams that have lost. Well, there's one gone for Italy, so that's good. Two gone for Italy. That's really good. If I can get these innings done as soon as I can, that would be really great. You're at, wow, a 1-2-3 inning. Italy couldn't even get a person close to first base in that inning. France is doing good, considering they're playing a team who has the same record as they do. So maybe that'll mean France can win a game, hopefully. And be one of the only few teams with them winning, cause Italy to be one of the few teams with no wins still. Just like one of the teams in football right now. One of the teams in NFL, surprisingly, is actually like 0-6 or 0-7, which is really not good, because at this rate, I don't think that team has any chance of making the postseason for NFL this year, unfortunately. That's just how I see it happening, because if you're 0-6 and 0-7 and the season is like 16, 18 games long, you're probably not going to have much chances of getting to the postseason, unfortunately. Because there's not really a single team that is lost at least one game in NFL right now that I can think of, except for one team, and it's the Arizona Cardinals team. That is, they are 7-0 right now in football, which is really a big surprise, because their quarterback is on fire. And what I mean by that is, like, he's just throwing touchdowns. And their offense and defense combined is pretty good, I guess, because they seem to win a lot of games against good and not so good teams right now. Not everyone in the YouTube world is like sports fans, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, etc. But I'm a huge sports fan, so I watch a lot of different sports, like every weekend that is. So that's why I end up mashing sports I watch in real life and combining them with toy cars. And here we have toy car baseball. And it's going to be a bit different than real life baseball, because in real life baseball, you can have ties even. Car baseball, we don't have ties. And stuff like that. So yeah, there's 2 people hit the thumbs up button, which is really great. There's 3 people here right now watching the stream. Only one of them's chatting in the chat feature. I'm not saying everyone needs to chat in the chat feature right away. There's 4 people here now, actually. It's probably going to go down to like 1 or 2 soon again, which I hope it doesn't, but it probably will. And like I said, one of the people have left the live stream, which is totally fine, because they may or may not be busy getting ready for the next day. And it's 1-0 France, home run. Ooh, not enough for an output. He did get some, though. They're going to call that a double. Subi Diecast Customs, you still here? I hope you are, because I know I'm still here. Because if I wasn't here, then I don't understand how this live stream keeps going without the person being here. But then I just realized that it's still recording what's going on without anyone being here, which is kind of silly. So yeah, well that's good to know you're still here. And it's 3-0 France. I mean, if I can get these innings done sooner than later, that would be great. Oh wow, just like I thought. There were 4 people here. I'm surprised not all 4 of them hit the thumbs up button, and now we're down to 2 people. It's 4-0 France. And he just got an inside the park home run because the pitcher could not get to the pitching place in time because he lost all track of where the ball and the base runner for France went to, and because of that, it's 4-0 now or 5-0. Yeah, it's 4-0, I think, or is it? I don't know. It's 4 or 5-0. One of those 2 scores. Well, there's 1 out. I think it's 4-0, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's 4-0 France. That's what the score is. Well, that player gets only a single. Ooh, did he catch it? Yes, he did. That's the second out for France. Wow. The Ferrari F50 third baseman comes through for Italy. He couldn't quite throw it to get the French base runner going to second. That's gone. 6-0 France. And that Bugatti has 2 home runs in the game. They do have 2 outs though. Yep, he caught it just enough. Well, it's only 7-0 France. Final inning. I don't think Italy's going to come back, but you never know. Anything is truly possible, though, when you think about it. Even though everyone doesn't have to chat in the chat feature for the 3 or 4 people that are here, it would be great if all of them could hit the thumbs up button for this live stream. Because there will be another live stream tomorrow, probably. I'm not sure what it's going to be about. But it's going to be really fun and exciting, and we'll say that. It might be video games or something else. Well, thanks for being here, CB Diecast Customs. Yeah, like I said, I know for people in like parts of, where, well, not exactly for me, but for other people in the same country that I live in, it's like the next day already for them, by like 1 or 2 hours, that is. So I don't want to keep them waiting. They should probably go to sleep and get their rest. I should do the same thing. Too soon. Well, there's 1 gone, so that's good. There's 2 gone. I think they're going to call that enough because it clearly went underneath him, and there's not too much to say it's not an out. Yep, they're going to call that out, and the game's over. And France has won their first game. Just like that, France has won their first game. Wow, I can't believe that's happened, but France has finally won a game. And Italy is still without a win, which is not good. Who is playing? Oh, NASCAR in Japan. That's the final one of tonight. NASCAR versus Japan. I think NASCAR is going to shut down Japan. That's just my prediction, though, given the fact that NASCAR is one of the really hard to beat teams right now in car baseball, as far as I know. Wait a sec. Italy had put their player on the wrong team. Okay, that was pretty funny. Italy accidentally wanted to trade one of their players to France and be on the team who won, and then they hadn't realized that. Well, I hadn't realized that, but then I fixed it already because I knew something was a bit off just then. All right, final game of the night, and then I will update the standings and probably in the live stream on a few cars. They may or may not be cars I found today. They're probably just going to be cars I keep showing multiple times, and that's fine because at this rate, I don't really. Oh, and I forgot to mention since it's later in the day, I normally would have done the player of the game thing with that Ford truck over there for the car baseball games after each one had ended. But since it's pretty later in the day for me, and I'm getting a little bit more tired, unfortunately today only I'm not going to be able to do that. However, tomorrow I will be able to do after game commenting with that car, possibly a few other cars if need be, given the fact that they're right over there now. Actually, yep. So yeah, the number one NASCAR, which is in real life driven by Kurt Busch, has like most home runs from car baseball with about close to 20, I think actually. Yeah, about like 16. Yeah, because Tesla had 6, and now he's up to 8. Yeah, he has 8. So he's halfway behind that car for most home runs. Well, there's one gun for Japan. That was really quick. There's 2 gone for Japan. That was really quick. And there's 3 gone. It's 1-2-3 inning. Well, Japan can't do nothing, and the reason is because they're playing a really hard to beat team. Not to mention, it's extremely hard to get a penny to go past the NASCAR in any sports, car hockey or baseball. That is. Car football I've tried, but I realize that it's probably not going to work out because it's too confusing and gets complicated to do. Because it's literally like 4 or 5 cars, and it gets really hard to do. And then all the tackling and stuff like that is extremely hard to keep up with. And then it's hard to figure out, who has the ball and where the ball is. Not a home run for the number 1 NASCAR, which is kind of a surprise, but not really, though. Nissan thought he had caught it, but not quite enough, though. You need to catch more than that to call it an out. And unfortunately, he couldn't do that. That's gone. 3-0 NASCAR. I pretty much had a feeling that was going to happen. Not sure why, but it keeps saying someone is here, and then they keep coming and going. I don't think it's Subi Diecast Customs, because I did recall them leaving. 4-0 NASCAR. Nope, he's safe because there wasn't enough under the car to call him out. And that's his 17th home run. Trust me, I don't think anyone wants to face NASCAR, especially considering they have the person who has most home runs, 17 now. It's 8-0 NASCAR, by the way. Nine nothing NASCAR. They almost got a player out. Still 9-0 NASCAR. Make it a 12-0 NASCAR. Alright, time out for injured player for Team Japan. He flew off the table, so that's not good. They're gonna have to put someone else in for Japan. The sad thing is, the only other Japanese cars I see over here is the Subaru and the Nissan. And I already have a Nissan on Japan. So I think I'd rather have a different player for Japan play that. Could use that yellow car over there, but I don't think I will. Because that's a special car. Might as well use this one because it's older and there's no white paint colored cars for Team Japan anyways. So pitching teams, SVX will replace the Civic. I mean, they were both literally the same color on the car, which is plain white. Make it 18 home runs for him, so that Tesla's now 10 behind him, which is to be expected. I didn't realize this, but when I look over here, the Roadster has a weird glare on it from Matchbox. 2 people in here now. Surprised neither one's chatting in the chat feature, and everyone's just watching right now. I mean, at least one of them could be chatting in the chat feature if they want to. I'm not saying both of them have to, but it would be great if, someone chats in the chat feature. Because, with people just watching, it's hard to tell if they're really into what I'm doing right now or not. Safe. Because he does not touch the ball, which is the penny, by the way. That Subaru does have a surprisingly good throwing arm for Team Japan, considering he was just put into the game. Well, I think Japan is going to lose because its base is loaded 1 out, and that's 12-0. If he's going to be safe at first, because the car does not catch enough of it to call it an out. That time I could clearly see he had quite a few more inches of the ball before it was even close to an out. If you have like about an inch to a half inch or less away and it's under the car body, we're going to call it an out. Because I don't want to be, making sure it's like that all the time. If it's like, this, that's fine to call it an out. Grand Slam, make it 20 now for actually number 19, almost 20. Well, he's one shy of 20. That actually just made the score 17-0 NASCAR. Yeah, I think Japan's going to lose. Wait, did Germany's standing change? Who'd they play? Oh, they lost to Sweden. Wow. I forgot to update Germany's record to 0-3. Yep. So the 2 teams that are playing are Japan and NASCAR. And these are the final 2 teams for Flying Car Baseball tonight. $18-0 NASCAR. They literally need just 2 runs and then it's game over. 19-0 Japan. I mean, not Japan, NASCAR. Sorry, my bad. Well, the final run's not going to happen there. And it's not going to happen there either, because that's the second out. It's gone, and the game's over. Final score is 21-0. And the number 1 NASCAR has pretty much made sure no one can get near his impressive 20 home run for a most amount of home runs by any car in car baseball. No cycles were hit tonight. Majority of the hits were either base hits or home runs. Very few extra base hits, that is, as in doubles or triples. There was one inside the park home run by one of the teams. I'm not sure which team it was. Might have been NASCAR. Don't know. But it was one of the better teams, or possibly one of the not so good teams. Either way, still really impressive that had happened. That one team got an inside the park home run, because it's extremely rare those even happen anymore. I don't know why, but I feel like it was either USA or NASCAR that got in. No, not USA, and I don't think it was NASCAR. So it must have been Sweden. Yeah, it was Sweden or France. One of those two teams had gotten inside the parkrun run. So yeah, I also got to update the standings now. Actually, France is no longer tied for third, I believe. One. Actually, correction. So there's 3 teams tied for fourth, which is Japan, Italy, and Germany. They're all 0-3. USA, NASCAR, and Sweden all tied for first at 3-0. Perfect records because they haven't lost yet. Probably because neither of these teams have played each other. And what I mean by neither is these 3 teams haven't played each other. France played I want to say Italy and beat them somehow, like close to 10-0, whatever that score was. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I will be back with the cars I'm ending the live stream on, and that's gonna end the live stream. There is 7 more games left in the regular season, and then it comes playoff time. Just gonna end it on some better cars this time. I'm not gonna end it on as many cars as I normally do, which is like, some of my special ones, and then like mainline cars. Just gonna end it on, some special cars. Gonna have to move some cars a bit more out of the way then, unfortunately. So that way I can get all the cars I'm gonna end the live stream on shown. So yeah, as you can see, these are the cars I'm ending the live stream on. Subaru from Tarmac Works, Mini GT. This is the, sorry if I said this is twice. Again, I'm clearly talking way faster than I need to, so slow down. This is the Audi R6 Avant in the Navarra Blue Metallic. Picture of the car in the front is pretty much what it's going to be like if I take it out. Same for this Bentley in the British Racing green color for that Bentley GT3. 2 of the Matchbox Super Chase. Found those both in the same day. The story of how I ended up getting to is that I had got 2 cars at Walmart the same day, which is a Super Chase and a recolor of the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT 63S in black. Waited a few hours, thought someone was going to take the second Super Chase at the same Walmart store. A few hours go by. I literally did not hide it in a hard-to-find spot, surprisingly, and I was thinking that someone clearly had taken it, and if they did, I would have been fine with just the Super Chase and that black Mercedes, because I really wanted to open that black Mercedes badly. But I decided to hide one, and surprisingly, no one ended up getting it because they must not have known Matchbox does chases like Hot Wheels does already. And technically, what a Matchbox Super Chase is going to be equivalent to this, which is a Hot Wheels Super Treasure. That's my first one, by the way. So yeah, number one, Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunt. I found all three of these actually in the same day. And I'm just gonna say this again because my luck has never been that great. And any day I've gone to Walmart, except for the day I found both of these two Super Chases from Matchbox in the same day, because it's like, all right, I just found two of the Matchbox Super Chase. I was planning on buying two right off the bat, but then it's like, oh, we have a lot of Mix 6 cars here from 2021 Matchbox cars, which is actually probably about their last case for this year. And then soon enough, Matchbox is going to jump into 2022 cars. Believe it or not, I've looked at these websites. Don't trust websites for like saying, hey, there's a Matchbox car coming out soon. Because they're just showing you like upcoming Matchbox cars that could come out, this year or next year, or the next 2 years from now even. Green Machine from Greenlight, found that up. I found all 6 of these cars actually at the same Walmart store in the time span of about a few weeks apart, actually, surprisingly. Except for this one, that one was sent to me. And these 3 were all found in the same store, which is, about 1 to 3 hours away, give or take, on road delays, that is. Huge store, 500,000 plus diecast cars. I would highly suggest if you live near that place. The store is called Colorado Diecast, by the way. It's a collectible diecast store. This store sells any kind of diecast you could think of, whether it's Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Mini GT, Majorette, Barago, Tarmac Works, Auto World, M2 Machines, Greenlight, Johnny Lightning. Yeah, they have a lot of different diecast cars there. They even sell some of the Walmart and Target Hot Wheels exclusive cars, which are like the Zamac and the Red Editions. They'll probably have those there. They'll even sell, well, I wouldn't say those cars, but you could possibly find them there because I know they have a lot of Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars there. More specifically, way more Hot Wheels than Matchbox cars, come to think of it now, actually. Because I've seen more Hot Wheels cars there every time than Matchbox cars, and that's definitely true. I haven't seen any Zamacs at this store, but I will say, they probably could have them there. Same for the Red Editions, they probably could have them there because they get new and old Hot Wheels cars. They get more newer Hot Wheels cars than Matchbox cars. So if you want something like this, or the Tesla Roadster, which is over there, you're going to probably want to go to Walmart or Target or King Supers or Dollar Tree to find those cars. Or even Dollar General. Yeah. But if you're looking for something, similar to this, but not the Chase one, I mean, they actually will have the Chase one there, possibly. I actually haven't seen this car there, actually, at that store, surprisingly. So, yeah. However, if you're into more of the, collector-type cars like Tarmac Works and Mini GT, highly suggest you go to that store, because that is the best place to find Mini GT and Tarmac Works. Because, no other stores like Walmart, Target, King Super, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, King Supers, whether it's the small one or the bigger ones, pretty much any dollar store or grocery store that's like Walmart or Target, they're not going to sell Mini GT or Tarmac Works cars. You got to go to a special diecast store if you have one near you to find these cars there. This company does chases, by the way, which means that believe it or not, if you're trying to find a Mini GT chase, this might throw you off a bit because Auto World does Ultra Reds and Johnny Lightning does White Lightnings. Mini GT doesn't tell you what the chase color is going to be. So because of that, you're going to have to look and realize that if you see a different exterior paint, let's say there's a chase of this one, which there probably is because every time I've been to this store, there's a lot of Mini GT chases. Let's say the chase for this is red, and you don't see a red one hanging on the pegs in the store, you know right away that's going to be the chase one because it's in a different exterior paint. and it'll say Chase limited to like 400 pieces worldwide or something like that. I know that Greenlight, on the other hand, for some of their chases, well, majority of their chases anyway, they won't say limited worldwide amount of pieces of like so and so number. Whereas M2 machines, they will say if you find a chase, it's 750 pieces limited worldwide, and if you find an ultra chase, which is like their super chases, those are 1 out of 250 in total, meaning that they'll only make 750 of the regular chases in total and 250 of the super chases in total. And most of these Outer World chases, well, not Outer World, M2 machines chases, will probably be found in stores mostly in the states across the USA, that is. That's just my guess, because I have never seen M2 machines sold outside of this country, as far as my knowledge goes for diecast cars, that is. However, I'm not, like the diecast car knowledge person, so I can't tell you if you'll find chases in different, countries around the world for diecast cars. I will say, if people are looking for diecast chases, and they know someone inside a country where they sell them, that's great, because then they can contact that person. Anyways, that's going to do it. I hope you like this live stream. Please be on the lookout for my next cars or video game live stream or video on my YouTube channel. Bye, everyone, and thanks for watching.